You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
It is January 19th, 2016. It is another episode of the Impact Implosion. I am Seth Drake, and now 32 and pissed off, have a headache, and my partner is Mike Poland.
Hello! Oh no, you have a headache. Was it caused by TNA this week?
What?
Was your headache caused by TNA?
Yes. Of course
Do
it
we have
was.
any news?
Well, we had, I believe, a bit of news.
Yes, I said that they announced Kurt Angle's last 3 matches.
Yep. Drew McIntyre again, Bobby Roode, and
as we saw
Franklin.
in Impact this week.
Franklin.
Which we'll talk about in a little bit.
By the
I'm
way,
fine with Galloway getting it again as long as he wins this time.
yeah.
Have him be the one Angle puts over on the way out. He can beat Roode and he can beat Franklin. He doesn't need to beat Galloway again.
Yeah,
Especially with how Impact ended tonight. What happened?
Surprisingly, Davey Richards, which a lot of people thought would be a favorite to get a match with, Angle didn't.
Yes, I thought they teased. They seemed like they were teasing that at the one night only a couple weeks ago. They're going back to Orlando in March.
Oh yeah, of course. And apparently, funny thing, Chavo Guerrero talked about TNA. He said after they gave him the fire briefcase, a month later they tried to fire him again, even though they had already fired him.
We're going to talk about Beast or Fired later because they're doing that match next week.
Yes, of course.
Everyone's least favorite gimmick.
Yep, everyone's least favorite gimmick.
Other than like the Reverse Battle Royal.
And bad news for TNA, Comcast is moving Pop TV to a premium tier channel.
Oh no!
Yep. So now they get to join Spike TV as premium
channels. By the way, how are
channels.
TNA's ratings? I don't know if we talked about that yet.
Well, they were better than last week.
Yeah, and I guess maybe for the debut, their debut episode was more watched than the debut on Destination America.
No, it was less watched.
Oh, I misread.
Yeah.
But yes. So let's get into Impact, unless we have anything else to cover.
No, that is about it. Hold on. God dang it. We start off the show with Jeff Hardy.
Oh, God.
And he's just he has a bad feel.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
So tonight might not be a good night for you, huh, Jeff?
Yep, so he calls out his brother, and he's like, I just have a bad feeling about all of this. And Matt's like, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. My son believes in me, and I'm like, your son doesn't know how to not shit his diapers.
My wife believes in me.
Well, of course. Although later on, she has certain things. Yeah, Matt Hardy basically is saying that Matt's acting like a gambling addict with this promo. He's like, I just need this one time. Come on, man. Come on, I need more money, man. I need more money, man. Come on. By the way,
Tyrus comes out.
By the way, funny thing, Matt was not dressed to compete here. He had jeans on.
Yeah.
So Tyrus comes out alone to EC3's theme, and Tyrus says, your dreams are going to be a nightmare. And
you made fun of me last week.
Yeah, you said I couldn't read, and I'm not stupid. And I'm like, wow, you really took offense to that. So Jeff's like, Well, obviously you're not good with numbers.
Yeah,
So
that's
let's
the
do
thing
this
you wanna
right
do.
now.
Piss off a guy who's already mad at you.
Yeah, let's say he's not count. Let's do this right now.
Or tell time.
Yep. So everyone here keeps reminding us that Tyrus has a world title shot. He's the de facto
Which you will
number one
never get,
contender.
ever.
Yes, by the way, yes, you will notice why this is stupid later on. They keep mentioning this. So Jeff Hardy gets himself hurt. Tyrus works on the leg, and eventually he gets himself DQ'd because he hits him with a chair. Hits his knee with a chair.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
And Feast or Fired hype, which is nice to show Gail Velvet Sky getting fired. She's still with the company.
Oh, this fucking match.
She was back 2 minutes later. She was back 2 months later. So the Wolves want to fight Beer Money, and Crazy Steve, now looking creepy, shows up.
Creepy Steve.
Yep, and then
And
Abyss
attacks
attacks him from behind. Even though they don't want to show it's Abyss. We all know it's freaking Abyss.
We heard a loud groan.
Yeah, we can know Abyss's voice by now. It's not...
We've only been watching the product for 12 years. Thanks.
Yes.
Guys.
So, Knockouts title time as Awesome Kong gets her shot that she won in that terrible Battle Royal at One Night Only Live against Gail Kim.
This match was terrible.
Oh yeah, that One Night Only match that was considered botchamania material.
Yep.
So, Jay yanked Gail Kim out of the ring, and yet there was no DQ. What the hell, TNA?
Where's your ref? He's in the ring, but he's not
Yeah,
calling for the bell.
I know. So, the beautiful people come out and only take care of 2 members of the Knockouts, and the ref at this time got taken out somewhere.
And then Rebel tries to interfere and almost takes a back fist.
Yep. Well, no, Jade. It was Jade.
Jade, oh, yes.
It was Jade, and then, so, Gail Kim hits the Eat Defeat on Awesome Kong, and then beats up, does something with a jackknife thing, or...
She throws Jade off the top rope on Kong and then jackknifes Kong for the win.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah. So Gail Kim plays John Cena and overcomes the odds to retain the title.
Gail Cena.
So here comes Beer Money.
Oh, boy.
Beer! And
Money!
they call out Eat White and Bram, but
And
instead
they
get
get Eli
Eli Drake and Jesse Goddard. But here's a funny thing. Eli Drake said this isn't 2006. I'm like, Beer Money was formed in 2008. So, yeah, you guys are still late. 2 years too late, boys.
Or 2 years early.
Whatever. So, TNA, when you talk about the past, stop talking about shit that can easily be disproven on freaking Wikipedia.
Yes.
So, Beer Money fights Eli Drake, and Beer Money went right after James
Goddard was there, too.
Oh, Jesse Goddard was there, yeah. Eli Drake and Jesse Goddard. Yeah, and James Score quoted Roddy Piper.
I'm all out of beer and I wanted to kick some ass.
Yep. Beer Money hits their driving while investing finisher to win the match.
DWI, what a clever acronym.
Well, so Matt Hardy comes in to check on his brother and tells Jeff to go to the hospital, saying, I'll be fine. You go to the hospital. Your knee's fucked up.
Yep.
So out comes Kurt Angle.
Yes, his match with Drew Galloway was 5 stars, apparently.
Which is bullshit. It was good. It wasn't 5 stars. So then he goes on, and out comes Franklin the Turtle.
No, when they gave him my time.
He's like, dude, I wanted to you promised I would fight you, and when you did, it was the best day and the worst match because I lost.
And it's driven me crazy ever since.
And but all the while Franklin's talking, I just noticed Franklin has cauliflower ear. Look at his left ear. His left ear's fucked. So he wants another match with Angle. Angle says sure. And after they celebrate a few minutes, this match is going to happen. Franklin grabs a knife, says, I'm going to beat your ass. And then leaves.
Might.
And setting up a potential heel turn. And then Josh says, up next, the in-ring debut of Mike Bennett.
Except he debuted at the One Night Only show.
I know. And somebody argued with me, but it's his Impact TV debut. And I'm like, they didn't say that. They said in-ring debut. But they said they had the they had the Impact right there. I'm like, yeah, during the during the little poster, they didn't say that in the ring. So, of course, we see Franklin talking, and then Raquel comes in.
Oh, it's Raquel?
Yeah, and Franklin's pain is her pleasure. It's obviously Raquel, the purple hair from that little segment.
Is he still married to Crystal Marshall?
Yes. So, time for the Miracles TV debut that they were thankfully able to correct.
And he squashed Pepper Parks.
Against Pepper Parks. So, Mike Bennett wins with his divine intervention finisher.
Religious overtones.
I know, and then he wants to speak.
Everybody needs a miracle. That guy sure did, and I'm going to cut the same promo I did at the One Night Only show.
I'm going to build a kingdom of miracles where everyone will say, yes, we do.
Thanks, Bennett.
Yep. So EC3 says, this ends tonight. But you volunteered your career. There's no honor in not being a family man.
This is my vote.
So Tyrus is there, and he's staring at the title the whole time. He ain't staring at EC3 or anything like that. And they are in an ambulance.
And he's looking at the title he'll never hold.
EC3 then quotes the Bible.
Yeah, the pale horse is coming and hell's coming with it.
Yep. So, time for the world title versus career, last man standing match. Matt Hardy comes out, EC3 comes out alone.
Yep.
And Josh keeps saying, some say Matt is the uncrowned champion and the world title series should have happened. And I was like, who? And I'm like, okay, I agree with that second statement, but Matt as the uncrowned champion is bullshit. And he should have never dropped that belt. He was not going to be able to show up if he didn't.
Storyline, Josh, storyline.
Yeah, he wasn't going to be able to show up if he didn't. So, EC3 poses, Matt Hardy cheap shots him before the bell even begins. Then we have a commercial. This was good?
Yeah, this was good.
Yeah, so there was a spot where Matt bounced EC3 bounced the ladder off EC3 during the commercial break. It's TNA's way of saying, it happened, you just can't see it.
Yep.
So, then they do show us the moment of EC3 jumping off the ladder onto Matt Hardy through a table.
Yep.
And then Matt Hardy goes for the low blow and the crowd boos him. And Pope's defending him. And Josh is like, well, the crowd doesn't like this and Matt isn't happy about the boos. So
no, you're not kidding.
Matt starts yelling at the ref before twist-of-fating EC3 through the tables in a nice spot.
He also did the chair around the neck twist of fate.
Yeah, both EC3 ended up at 9, got up at 9, and EC3 was bleeding after that chair thing. Then Rebby...
Then that goes to Rebby Sky,
who has a hammer in her pant bag. Yeah, and Josh called it a diaper bag.
Yep.
So, Matt Hardy missed with the hammer, low blow by EC3 and 1%er, both men are down. And then Tyrus comes out.
He lumbers his way to the ring like a big dinosaur.
And he looks at Matt Hardy, and then looks at EC3. He stares at EC3, and EC3 smiles and shakes his head, knowing what's happening. And Tyrus turns on EC3, which makes no fucking sense. He hits his
finisher. They explained it with Matt's promo.
No, here's the problem with this. Tyrus is the de facto number one contender. Why the fuck would he join Matt Hardy? So,
because
why the hell
no future plans of getting a title shot.
I know. Why the fuck would he care who won this match?
He should have attacked both.
Yeah. So, EC3 gets up after the Tyrus's finisher, but Matt hits him with the belt. Crowd boos as Matt's your new champion. Tyrus joins Matt Hardy, makes less sense because TNA kept mentioning that Tyrus has a world title shot.
And this is where you checked out?
This is where I checked out because we were going to hear from Matt.
Yeah, Matt gets on the mic and says, what did he say? He said something about coming to TNA with good intentions, and now it's all about him. I won this match for me. This night is mine. The belt is mine. And he's defeated EC3, and apparently Rebby told him something at the top of the ramp, like, it's time for you to start taking and stop giving, or something like that. And basically, yeah, Matt's a heel now, and he concertos EC3 to end the show.
D-.
Yeah. Your one good match is the main event, but the rest of the show is terrible.
And the finish is fucking horrible.
I think it can be salvaged as long as they don't keep EC3 off TV too long.
No, I think the problem is EC3 was a dick. What's he going to be when he comes back? Still a dick, but a good dick?
A good dick.
Yeah. A good guy dick? The hell?
Well, I mean, what's Seth Rollins going to be when he comes back? Because you know they're going to turn him face, too.
Well, Seth Rollins may at least say that, I spent some time out and I realized a few things. EC3, I don't know if they're going to give EC3 that same thing.
I think if they bring him back, EC3 will probably be back for the UK tour because they won't have Jeff Hardy, which we'll talk about next week.
Yeah, and nice of Jeff now to know that his brother sent Tyrus out to beat the shit out of him.
Yep, that's something that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The whole Tyrus thing doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Tyrus is the number one contender. Why the fuck would he care?
Apparently that Matt gave EC3 more money because he's big money Matt. He's going to be the iconic world champion of something or other. You're big money Matt in a company that makes no money, Matt. Sorry, bud.
That's the problem. Tyrus made it abundantly clear that EC3's money was not going to cut the fact that he wanted to be world champion.
Yep.
He made that perfectly fucking clear at Bound for Glory, apparently. So, they're going to do this.
Remember that. That was 4 months ago.
Yeah,
3 months ago.
Fuck off with this company. So now Matt Hardy is the world champion. Matthew fucking Hardy. And this is going to fucking suck. Because Matt doesn't give a shit.
I have a feeling they just did this so he'd resign, just like when Jeff beat Aries a few years ago.
I know. God.
It's not a good look for your company when you're just giving guys things so they'll resign.
And there were people defending it already, saying, hey, if this was Roman Reigns turning on Seth Rollins, you would have all loved it. I'm like, Matt Hardy, it's Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy's fucking old. Matt Hardy's prime was like 15 years ago. Yeah. Matt Hardy is not in his prime. Roman is. It's like, it would be like if Eva Marie beat Bayley. Ugh. Yeah. We'd be gobbling up if it's somebody else, but it's fucking Eva Marie. We might get that from TNA if they do the Gail Kim Maria program. Oh, God. I know. I've heard about that. Maria's a manager. She's not a wrestler. Hire somebody. She's not a wrestler. She knows someone. Oh, yeah. She's a manager, not a wrestler. She's never been a wrestler. Every time she's wrestled, it's been terrible. Yes. She's a God. We gotta have valets be wrestlers now. No! You fucking don't! If you had a stronger women's division, you wouldn't. Yeah. God damn. And the same thing goes with WWE. When WWE does it with what they tried to do with fucking Lana and Summer Rae, and you're like, no! No. They're managers. Let them stick to what they're good at. Yes. Unless they've gotten better in the ring, and every ounce of anything I've seen Maria in, she's not gotten better in the ring. No. So, just keep her as a manager. God. Yeah, the wonderful beast that is TNA. So, with that being said, do you have anything to sell for next week? Nope, not this week. I don't, also. So, we will see you all next week. And Miley, we are going for a walk.